Yes, students, today our next chapter is symmetry. So, what we are going to discuss today? So, the concept of a symmetry, symmetrical concepts we are going to discuss. We are going to discuss in this chapter. So, symmetry. So, in the previous class also we discussed about symmetry, line of symmetry. Then actually what is a symmetry? What is a symmetry? So that we are going to discuss, and also after that we are going to discuss line of symmetries and particular geometrical figures and so figures, how many line of symmetries they have, so and how to draw line of symmetries. All the things we are going to discuss in this chapter. Okay. So before that, what is a symmetry? Symmetry means two identical shapes, two same shapes. So they called symmetry. They are called symmetrical shapes. So when we say that the shapes are symmetry, so when they are identical shapes, means they are same shape and size. So then we call that, so they are symmetry. Okay. Here in the picture, so three flowers are given. So first, second, third. So in these three flowers, in the first flower, so observe carefully. So one vertical line is drawn. So if we fold, so from that vertical line, so that vertical line divides the particular given figure into two identical shapes. How many identical shapes? Two identical shapes. So one is right and one is left. So two identical shapes means two same shapes you will get. That means the line which cuts the shape and that divides the given shape into two identical shapes, then that line is called line of symmetry. Okay. So what is line of symmetry? So the line which cuts the given figure into two identical shapes, then that line is called line of symmetry. So here in the first picture, in first flower, one vertical line is there. So if we cut the flower through vertical line, so then that vertical line divides the given flower into two identical shapes. Identical means same. So that is why that line is called line of symmetry. Okay. Now if you see the second flower, so in the second flower, how many lines are given? So 1, 2, 3. 3 lines are given. If you fold from the lines, so then you will get identical shapes. How many identical shapes you will get? 3 identical shapes you will get. So we can draw 3 lines also. 3 identical means, so that 3 lines divides the flower into identical shapes. So that 3 lines are also line of symmetries. So in the next picture, how many line of symmetries there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 line of symmetries there. How many line of symmetries? 6 line of symmetries were there. If you fold according to the lines, then you will get identical shapes. So in this particular flower, so how many possible line of symmetries we can draw? So total 6, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 line of symmetries we can draw. How many? 6 line of symmetries we can draw. Okay. So in the first picture he has given only one line of symmetry. Because of that he want to explain what is actually line of symmetry, how it divides into two identical shapes. In the second picture he gave three line of symmetries. That 3 line of symmetries divides the flower into, so 3 means identical shapes. So that is why, so here we have 6 line of symmetries. In the next picture, so how many line of symmetries were there? Just you count, total 6 line of symmetries were there. So why we call that 3 are line of symmetries, that 6 are line of symmetries? Because that 6 lines divides, the total 6 lines divides the given flower into identical shapes. So maximum how many line of symmetries we can draw? Total 6 line of symmetries we can draw. Okay. So this is about line of symmetries and identical shapes and symmetry. Okay students. Okay. So now students, here in the learning time, so we are going to discuss about actually symmetry. So what is the symmetry? Where the word symmetry so comes from? The symmetry, this word comes from the Greek word. So symmetry means to measure together. To measure together. Together means two identical shapes to measure together. Either it is an identical shape or different shapes. So we should measure together. So that is the symmetry. Actually this is the symmetry. This word is a Greek word, and the meaning of this Greek word is to measure together. To measure together how the two shapes are, how the two lengths are. So this is about symmetry. And actually mathematical definition. So mathematically, so what is a symmetry? What is symmetry? So one shape becomes exactly like another, means two identical shapes. So it is indirectly two identical shapes. When the two shapes are likely together, means same as it is, they are same shape and size, then they are called symmetry. This is our mathematical definition for symmetry. Actually this symmetry word comes from the word, that is Greek word, and the meaning of this Greek word is to measure together. To measure together. Okay. So this is about our symmetry. So what is actually the symmetry meaning in Greek word, and what is the definition of maths, this symmetry. Okay. Now after that, see here, here one face means a smiling face is there here. So here circular shape, this is, so one line we draw from the circle center. So here we have a center. From the center we draw a vertical line, one vertical line. So we draw a vertical line. So then what this vertical line exactly? So this vertical line exactly divides this smiling face into two identical shapes. How many? Two identical shapes. What are those identical shapes? One is a right, other one is a left. If you see this right side and left side, so these two shapes are identical. These two shapes are identical. So this is to measure together. To measure together. Together, how to measure together? This is right side and this is left side. If we measure two together, means right and left, how they are? They are exactly same shape and size. So that is why, so this line, this vertical line is called line of symmetry. Line of symmetry. So what is the line of symmetry? The line, so which cuts the given figure into two identical shapes, then that line is called line of symmetry. That line is called line of symmetry. Here, so this vertical line is a line of symmetry. Only one line of symmetry we can draw. So if you take one more line of symmetry like horizontally, then that is not a line of symmetry. Why? Because here two eyes you will get upside and one mouth you will get down. So they are not identical. If you take vertical line, then only you can get identical shape. So that is why here only one line of symmetry is there. Okay. What is actually line of symmetry? Line of symmetry means the line which cuts the given shape into two identical shapes, then that line is called line of symmetry. Line of symmetry. This is about line of symmetry. So what we discuss? We discuss about symmetry and what is the meaning of symmetry in Greek word, and also what is the definition in maths, symmetry definition. And after that what we discuss? We discuss about line of symmetry, what is actually line of symmetry means. Okay. Now after that, here we have two images. One is a pre-image, other one is image. What is pre-image? Pre-image means, pre means always before. So before, that is initial. So whatever the initial image is given, so that is called pre-image. So and so particular picture is given. So that is that particular picture, that particular shape is our pre-image. Then after that, what is the image? Second image. So after means after divide with the, so with which line of symmetry? So whatever shapes you are getting, so that shapes are final images, that is called image. Okay. Pre-image and image. So this is the difference between pre-image and image. Suppose if you are standing, so in front of a mirror, so actually whatever you are standing, so that is the pre-image. And what is the image? So whatever the picture, so you are seeing in a mirror, that is the image, that is the final one, that is the final one. Before whatever is there, so that is the pre-image, and whatever you are getting inside a mirror, that is the image. Okay. Now after that. So this is the definitions about symmetry, line of symmetry, pre-image and image. Then after that, asymmetry and symmetry. So what is the difference between asymmetry and symmetry? Asymmetry, so if a line, so which we draw to divide a particular so and so picture, so then you are not getting a identical shapes, then that picture is a asymmetrical picture. So here two trees were given. How the trees are? See, if you take a vertical line, so from the first picture, then you will get two identical shapes. One is right and one is left. If you check left and right, how the pictures are? So exactly they are identical. So then these type of pictures are called symmetrical pictures, symmetrical images. So here one more tree is given. So if you draw a vertical line, horizontal line, slanting line, whatever line, if you want to draw, so then see, so no symmetrical so figures you will get. So once you check left side and right side, how the images after cutting with a so horizontal line, how the images will form. So they are not identical. If they are not identical, if you are not getting identical shapes, then that picture is asymmetrical picture. Symmetrical means, so both means after dividing with a horizontal line, or that is symmetrical line of symmetry, so that divides into two identical shapes, then that picture is a symmetrical picture, symmetrical figure. So if you draw a vertical line, horizontal line, slanting line, whatever, so that line not divides into two identical shapes, then that picture is a symmetrical picture. Here total how many definitions we discuss? We discuss about symmetry, line of symmetry, pre-image, image, symmetry, asymmetry. So total these definitions we discuss in learning time. Okay students. Yes, now the students, the concept about reflection of symmetry. Reflection of symmetry. What is reflection of symmetry? Here see here, line of symmetry or mirror symmetry is called reflection of a symmetry. So what is a line of symmetry? So actually line of symmetry means what? That definition already we discussed. The line of symmetry is also called mirror symmetry. Suppose if you are standing in front of a mirror, so the image will form in the mirror. So then that mirror is a line. So mirror forms the same image inside it. So that line, so the line of symmetry is a mirror. So we consider that mirror is a line of symmetry. So that is why this line of symmetry is also called mirror symmetry. Same image will form inside a mirror. So that is why the line of symmetry is also called mirror symmetry. Here some shapes are given. So one is A, alphabet A, and a smiling face, and trapezium is given. So in all the three pictures, so what is the line of symmetry? So if you draw a vertical line, so then you fold, means in the form of a vertical, so then you form two identical shapes. So left and right, the two identical shapes you will form. So this vertical line here is a line of symmetry or mirror symmetry. Now in the smiling face, if you draw a vertical line through its center, so then you will form line of symmetry and mirror symmetry, two identical shapes you form after if you take a vertical line through its center. So here, so this line is called line of symmetry or mirror symmetry. So in the trapezium also, if you draw a vertical line, so then you form two identical shapes left and right. So this vertical line is a line of symmetry or mirror symmetry. This is about line of symmetry and mirror symmetry. So here in all the three cases, the line of symmetry is the vertical line only. If you draw a horizontal line, then you couldn't form any symmetrical shapes, any identical shapes. Okay. So when we take a vertical line, in such a case only you form a identical shapes. So it doesn't mean that a line of symmetry is always a vertical line. No, sometimes you will get vertical lines, horizontal lines, slanting lines also you can get. So for example, it is a square. If you take a vertical line, then you will form two identical shapes left and right, left and right. If you draw horizontal line, so then you form up and down two identical shapes. Okay. So then if you take a diagonal line of symmetry, means slanting line, so you form so up and down line of symmetries you will get. So if you draw one more diagonal, so that is slanting line, left side slanting line, right side slanting line. In such a case also you form two identical shapes. So it does not mean that line of symmetry is always a vertical line. It does not mean that line of symmetry is always a horizontal line. It is not like that. Line of symmetry may be a vertical line, may be a horizontal line, may be a slanting line. So any means, so how to draw a line to make a given picture into two equal shapes. So that is called a line of symmetry. So that may be a vertical, that may be a horizontal, that may be a slanting line. Okay, students. Okay. So now students, next rotational symmetry, the next concept, rotational symmetry. So what is a rotational symmetry? See here the first definition. Rotational symmetry occurs when an object is rotated about a fixed point, So one fixed point is there, about a fixed point we should rotate a particular object. So then whatever the shapes will form after rotating once, twice, thrice, so they comes under rotational symmetry. So rotational symmetry, for example, say in our daily life, so we can see many rotational symmetries in our surroundings. So the common example, so ceiling fan. Ceiling fan is fixed at one point and it rotates at 90 degrees, at 180 degrees, at 360 degrees, at 270 degrees. How the shape will change, how the shape will come. So that comes under rotational symmetry. Okay. Now here object can be rotated more than once, maybe. So fan rotates more than once, twice, thrice, 100, 1000 times it rotates. So it's not a fixed that only one time will rotate. Some objects will rotate one time. So if you rotate globe, so globe is there, if you rotate globe, so you can rotate once or twice, so maybe, may not be. So that depends on the, so how many times the object rotates. Okay. So maybe objects can rotate more than one time. The number of rotation, how many rotation so the object makes, that is called order of the rotation, So okay, if it rotates 10 times, then order of the rotation is 10. If it rotates 2 times, then order of the rotation is 2. Okay. Now here see, here rotation is given. So here actually the particular object is in this shape, like a seed shape. If it rotates like this at 60 degrees, if it rotates, then the seed will come like this. So this is rotation. This is after rotating, then you will form this. So this is the rotational symmetry. So actually this is here, it is in this form, vertical form, slightly it goes in, so slanting rotation. So this is the base is here like this, and here the base will get like this. It means it's rotated. After rotation the base will get like this. Okay. This comes under rotation. This comes under rotational symmetry. So now after that, symmetrical figures by cutting paper. Some symmetrical figure, so we should form by cutting a paper. So then how to form a symmetrical figures? First, so do one thing. First you take a square sheet of paper. So like this square sheet. So this is a square paper. So we should take square paper. So all the four sides should be the same. So then after that you fold it half. So then you form the second step. First we should take a square shape. This is a square shape paper, square sheet. So then after that in the second, what we should do, so make it two equal halves. So then you will get in a rectangular shape. So this is the second step. Then again you fold from the middle. Then you will get like this. This is your third step. One by one. First we should take a square sheet, then fold it so horizontally. So then again you fold it horizontally. So then you will form again like this. Then after that on every corners you fold like this and like this. Two corners. From the two corners fold your two corners. So and after that open it. So your fourth step, so after forming this square, So fold like this and fold and turn and fold like this. So first it is a square form after folding twice. So then you fold like this, then after that you fold half turn, then again this side fold it again, then after that open it, then you will get like this. So one side you will get like this, another side you will get like this. Okay, again after that you fold like this here and like this here. So then you will form like this. Then after that open your sheet of paper. So then you form like this. And again, so how to fold? You fold like this, like this, like this and like this. On 4 corners you fold like this. Then after that you form 4 cups. What you will form? You form 4 cups. 4. So which type of cups you form? Identical cups you will form. Identical cups, you will form identical cups. Okay. So these identical cups you will form. These identical cups you will form 4 identical cups like this. Okay. You will form 4 identical cups. Okay. This is 1 cup, this is 1 cup, this is 1 cup and this is 1 cup. These 4 identical cups you will form. These 4 identical cups. See here, these 4 identical cups you will form. Okay. So this is about identical cups. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 identical cups. So here if you turn 1/4, 1/4 means this face should come here. So then, so how the cups are? So any changes? No change, nothing. The identical shapes remains the same. This is about the symmetry. After turning 1/4, after make 1/4 turn, you will get the same 4 identical cups. There is no change in the identical shapes. Okay. So this is what you should form 4 identical cups in this way. Okay, using square paper. Okay students. Okay.